Good morning, friends. My name is Miss Youssef. Today we're going to learn about the absolute value. So before we start our lesson, let's get into our routine and we're going to work in the do now. So please get your notebook outside, pen and pencil, and we're going to take the first 5 minutes to do the do now. Okay, after the 5 minute best, we're going to model to students how to do the do now. 3 take away 5 gonna be minus 2. 3 plus negative 5 minus 2. Negative 5 plus 3 equal minus 2. I notice most of you here got the do now correct. We've been practicing doing adding and subtracting, and we've been practicing pay attention to the sign in front of the number, and we know that the sign of the number when it is minus 5 plus 3, we know that we're gonna subtract and the sign gonna go to the bigger number because we know 5 is greater than 3. The same thing happening here. 7 take away 11 gonna be 4, and we're gonna pay attention to the sign gonna be negative. The same thing happening here. Minus 7 plus minus 4, when both of them are minus, we're gonna add them together, and we're gonna keep the negative sign. We've been practicing that. Most of you get the correct answer. A little bit few of you just get confused between the sign, and we're gonna practice more in doing this. So let's move into our lesson of the day. Our lesson is the absolute value. So what is absolute? Can I hear from you? What is the absolute? Tell me something that absolute. Go ahead, Ivy. Okay, yes. So you've been saying absolute is just like exact value of a number. Okay, you are on the right track. Jeremy, can you give me example of a value? Something is value. What is something value to you? Okay, I hear you. All right, so let's say I pay $500 for my laptop. That means my value of my laptop is $500. I only pay $500, not a penny more or not a penny less. This is called the absolute value. Let's see what is the definition of the absolute value. I want somebody to read to me. Go ahead. Yes. So absolute value means to remove any negative sign in front of a number and to think of all number as positive. Everybody repeat after me, positive. Yes, positive. So the lesson today tell me absolute value has to stay positive. We're gonna know more about what is the absolute value and how we write. We're gonna practice how to write a number in absolute value, and as we agreed so far, the number has to stay positive. We have to stay positive. Good job so far. Please write this definition in your notebook. Take the next minute to do that. All right, thank you. Let's move on. So what is the absolute value? How I write a number in absolute value? This the symbol of the absolute value. So I write a number between two walls, and this is called absolute value. And as we learn it so far, the outcome has to be positive. Good job. So I want to tell me what is the absolute value of negative 5. I hear 5 and negative 5. Okay, so raise your hand if you say it is 5, and raise your hand if it is negative 5. Okay, so most of you got it. We said today the absolute value has to stay positive. How I write the absolute value? This we call a bracket or a wall, and the outcome has to stay positive. All right, before we continue, we're going to watch Khan Academy. video that will explain more the absolute value. It is only 3 minutes. Please pay attention while we are watching the video because I'm gonna ask questions. So we're gonna take the next 3 minutes to watch the video. Okay, great. After done with that, I want you to share something you learned from the video. Yep, I hear you. Yes, so the video telling me the absolute value is going to be the absolute distance from the 0 to a number. So this here, we know this is number line. Can somebody tell me what you notice about this number line first? All right, go ahead, W. Yep, I hear you. Yes, that's correct. So W telling me the number to the right of 0 is positive and the number to the left of the 0 are negative. Okay, what else we see here? All right, go ahead, G. Oh, I see 0. Beautiful. I love that how you mentioned 0 because we're gonna talk more about the 0 here. Any other things? Okay, beautiful. So the absolute value is the absolute value from distance, and the distance has to be positive. So if I count the distance from the 0 to negative, even it is going to be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, all this negative, this number has to be positive, and this is going to be the absolute value of a number. As we see here, same thing is in here. From 0 to 4 is the absolute value. The same thing happening here, and we know that the absolute value, if a number has to be positive, we're gonna practice more on the absolute value and how to find that. So let's do this activity together. I want somebody to tell me what is the distance from the 0 to this beautiful in here. Let's count together. From actually we're gonna count here from 0 to 9 first. So we're gonna count together 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is 9. All right, we can count also. I want the distance from the 9 to the 18. It's gonna be another 9, and this is called the absolute value of a number. So now I want you to work in this activity. You can work, guys, with your partner or alone. It's gonna be up to you, and you're going to take the next 5 minutes to solve the problem. I want you to arrange this number in ascending order. Pay attention to ascending order. Ascending like I'm going up. Let's imagine yourself on the first floor and you're going to the second floor, so you're ascending. So you're starting from the smaller number and you go up, so please take the next 5-6 minutes to do this, and we're gonna share together. Okay, after the 5 minute pass, let's practice together. So remember, guys, I told you the number in front of the bracket or the absolute value has to be positive. So we're going to write the number first. Do not let the negative in front of the absolute value distract you. I cannot do anything about this number in front, but I only can get the number inside the bracket free. So this number gonna be 14, 12, 7, 91, 5, 8, 65, and 6. And we're just gonna put them in order from the smallest to the highest one. Okay, all right. After we done this, we all know how to count, and we can use a number line to help us. Let's do this one. Descending. Let's say you are in the 3rd floor and you're going to the 1st floor. So you're starting from the greater number and you go to the smallest one. And you all can do this. So we're gonna start with the biggest number, which is obvious here is 80, then 56, 49, 20, and 11. Great job so far. All right, for the next 5 to 10 minutes, I want you to work in the exit ticket. So I want you to write 2-3 sentences showing your understanding of the absolute value.